Bro, I just wanted to ask you a couple of things. The first thing is relating to Onyeka. I just feel like Onyeka always tries to make it seem like your friendship with her was kind of more than what it is. I'm just summarizing. But she likes to put out this energy of like, oh, me and Shaun this. I'm gonna do this for Shaun when we're outside. We're gonna do. It just felt like a lot. And I know that you guys are friends, but I just wanted to clarify. Did you ever give her any like? And guys, you don't need to put your thumbs down. I like Onyeka. I like Onyeka. I like her. Okay?
Nothing wrong with liking
Cool. I like her, but I just wanted to see if you gave her any reason to think like there was something there or anything like that, because I just couldn't quite understand some of the comments sometimes in relation to you. They just felt a little bit more than the standard friendship, which is what I thought you guys had. So that was question one. And then question two was in relation to, I think you've answered everything related to Victoria, so I don't think we need to answer that. But the second question was relating to your relationship with Suj. So I just feel like obviously there's been a bit of a misunderstanding between you two. I know that since you've come out, you sort of said, I don't want to be friends with someone like that. But I think this is typical Shaun being a bit too harsh. Like you were sometimes on the show like, oh, I'm done with this person. I think it might be a bit too swift. So do you...
Someone talk.
About Onyeka. So yeah, the Onyeka one, I don't know if you can hear, but I guess maybe other people have similar questions along those lines. The Onyeka one, on day one, and this is me being briefly honest. On day one, when I didn't really know anybody and there's girls, I'm a guy, I'm going to look for girls that may be like, oh, these girls not bad, attractive. So I spoke with everybody. I spoke with Nelly, tried to speak with Onyeka, spoke with Wanni, spoke with, I can't remember, Dami even, spoke with a few girls or whatever. At the very beginning on day one, I remember there were like 3-4 guys trying to talk to Onyeka. So I left it. Then she had like, there was an opening where I could talk to her to actually catch her vibe. But she said to me, Shaun, you look dangerous. So I was like, And then I kind of left it after that. We never had any other conversation after that. So I think she kind of got close with Suj and Tofa or whatever. So I think that's what she's referring to when she says, oh yeah, every guy here tried to move to me. I'm like, this is day one. I don't know you. Yeah, Onyeka is an attractive girl. A lot of them in the house are attractive, but I didn't know her. I tried to speak to her. She said that to me. And we just never spoke in that way again. Do you know what I mean? We didn't really speak. And then after that, we just became friends because obviously I automatically kind of gravitated towards Wanni. So I think that's kind of what she's referring to. But because I remember when I called her, when she said that line about, oh, everyone tried to speak to me, I called Wanni and I called her. I said, did I ever try to speak to you? She said no. So, I think maybe that's just clearing out. And then with Suj, me, Suj and Tofa connected on the first day. Then my guys, obviously I didn't know how old they were. I thought they were like around my age, right? So, but for me, the whole I know you mentioned harsh. I'm a harsh guy, to be honest. Sometimes I can give a little bit of leeway, but for me, I try and judge people on their behaviors over a long period of time. Suj came to me just before I left. I said, "Oh yeah, guy, the reason I've been distant is because, I heard a couple of things da 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 da." And I was like, "What did you hear?" He told me what he heard. He said Wanni told her. I called Wanni. I said, "What did you tell Suj?" He said he didn't tell Suj anything about me, but Suj was trying to tell her that yeah, he did. She said Shaun was not involved. So he obviously heard whatever he heard. Instead of him as my guy to come and tell me, yo, bro, I heard this, that you said this, you said that. Is it true or not? We're in the same house 24/7, right? And if I've given you the opportunity to come and tell me something, right? We're in the same house, we're around each other, and you don't want to, it's not on the outside world I'm going to trust you. Because I've given you the opportunity to trust you. Because all I've ever told anybody is, I don't mind you getting pissed at me. I don't mind you saying you don't like what I said. That's fine. As friends, you can come and tackle me. That's cool. But one thing I don't really tolerate is if you hold something in and you now start... Because I came out and people were sending me videos of what you said about me. So I'm like, you're saying this about me to your girl. You're saying this about me with Tofa, whoever, and you're acting different, but you do not want to come and ask me about it as I'm in the same house as you. That's not the type of friendship that I want. Obviously, I come out and I understand that they are younger, so obviously it's a learning process for them, maybe how to deal with someone who is like me.
Yeah, but then
Am
also,
I
Sean, I
willing?
think the other issue is also that Ibuka was kind of more focused on outing you and your own ship, and some of the other ships were a lot more protected on the show, so it's very different. So they were obviously then taking issue with, for example, a little comment that you made when they're making their own comments, but they're not being outed on a Sunday night show. So it's very different. But I just thought, to be honest, I felt like from him, he still had a very genuine, like even after you left, he still had like a bit of emotion about it. So I didn't want it to be like, oh yeah, I'm done with this guy, because I just feel like he actually still cared about
Yeah, but
you
the
to some
caring
extent.
is it, for me. That's fine. It's fine to care, but for me, what I value the most is trust. And even with
Yeah,
with Wanni as well. I'll have certain conversations like she's somebody who I care about deeply. But
yeah,
also things that she also needs to work on. There are also things that I need to work on. But
yeah,
for me, it's like that's what if people understood from the very beginning, there were things I was saying about people in the house. I was giving my opinion, and I used to go to Wanni and Handy, or I'll go to the twins and be like, "Oh, should I go and tell them?" Not because I wanted to seem like the biggest saint. It was just one. I just wanted to be like, I want people to know how I feel about them, so they can know how to deal with me. So if
yeah.
you're
I
my
remember the
guy,
game you wanted to host.
exactly. So if you're my guy, and Suji, I remember when he done I'm gonna impersonate Sean, and he done it so well. Yeah. So I'm like, if you know how I am, and you know what I value, and all I value is you just speaking your mind and being honest with me. I don't even care for you to tell me something that is nice to hear or whatever. Just be honest to me about how you feel. As my guy, but
Yeah,
you don't do that. I can't respect it because it's like I
fair.
can't now trust you. That's just all it is. He's not a bad person. It's just when it comes to things that I value, the friends that I have on the outside in the real world. Because if you can't tell me when we're living in the same house, I'm not expecting you to come and tell me when we're living in completely different areas of Lagos.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
that's just all it is. So it's not nothing necessarily personal to him as like an individual. He's a cool guy. He's calm. Yeah, I mean, like people who like him who like him, people who don't like him don't like him. But my own issue is like I fuck with Tofa. The only reason why I even fuck with Tofa, I even told him. I told Tofa the other day. I was like, brother, like I think I'm not gonna say the word, but I told him my mind. It wasn't pleasant, but I told him my mind. But he appreciated it. He might not necessarily have liked it, but he appreciated it. I was like, fair enough. And he explained to me. I was like, cool. Like I fuck with you because to me sometimes like you seem a bit like you're not really too sure. Tofa is a little bit harmless. Like I love him. He's a great guy. Like if you guys are around Tofa, bubbly personality, like he's super cool. Like the one wouldn't really hurt a fly. But with Suj is a little bit more calculated. A little bit more sinister because I saw what he said about me when I came out. So I'm
right.
like, brother, you're saying this about me. I'm here, and you don't even come and tell me to my face. So that's just all it is with Suj. I'm glad. I hope I
No,
answered it
that's
as much
fair.
as I
No,
can.
you did, and like I said, not a hater. So,
Yeah, yeah,
rate
no, cool.
you. Did well on the show. Best of luck for everything, and
Thank you
best
so
of luck with
much.
Wani. Cool.
Thank you so much.
All right, you can speak.
Big love, just
friendship. And I would like if you could just say it in the yes or no affirmative word as opposed to like going into it, because the next question I'm going to be asking is going to touch on the same. Is going to go to this
Okay.
particular question I'm asking you.
So do
All
I
right.
value or rate
So do you?
her friendship?
Yeah. Do you value or rate your friendship with Onyeka? Yeah.
Yes and no. It's hard to give you a yes, but yes and no.
That's a very diplomatic answer for someone like you that I know to be very
No, the
blunt.
reason why is because
I know you to be either yes or no. So this one you're saying yes or no is a bit confusing. I feel like
no, I know it's confusing,
you
but it's just
are trying
because
to play it
no,
safe.
it's not playing it safe. It's just because there's sometimes when I do, and like obviously me being in the house is a yes. In the house, yes. Coming on the
Okay.
outside and saw the gameplay that she said on
Okay.
stage, I am not sure because I'm not sure which part is real, which part is not real. That's why I said yes and no.
Oh, okay. All right. So this answer, the way you've answered it now has thrown me a little bit off the curve, but I'll try again to reposition my question now. So based on what you saw in the house, and I can say that from what I'm seeing on the screen, and a lot of us are saying, Oyeka kind of values you as a
Mm.
friend, and she talks about you in the positive, right? One of the things you said before you left, I think the week before you left, was you said something about her not showing you love in the
Yeah,
house. And I think that created a lot of,
yeah.
back and forth on the tail with respect to what that means, right? And then I think she tried to explain to you or tried to explain to you why she cannot show you that kind of love or whatever it
Hmm.
is in the house because she was trying to respect and build trust with your
Yeah.
girlfriend, right? But I noticed that in that same week when that conversation was held, a lot of things you said to your girlfriend about Onyeka, and I think also Wanni also, I kind of felt like you were, how like saying it, leading Wanni on to speak more about Onyeka, because I mean a lot of things came out that week in the conversation you had with Wanni, to the extent that even Wanni was a little bit hostile to Onyeka. I mean, she even made words about repelling energy and all that. Would you say that you were being very fair if he had that conversation with and she did tell you the reasons why she can't do too much in the house because of out of respect for your girlfriend, and then you still go behind to say some, I want to say some not so nice words about her to your girlfriend, which led to several conversation around about her? I mean, would you say that that was being very fair, being very nice of you to have done
Okay, so
that?
the brilliant thing about me is when anything I've said to one person, I've said to the other. So one thing I've said to both of them, I've told Onyeka specifically that I think you and Wanni, or you, yeah, let me say you and Wanni or whatever, are forcing this friendship. I think you guys have, as I said this to them verbatim, I think you guys have genuine conversations, like the real conversations, but the energy is not gelling. So I think you guys are forcing it. I said it to Wanni and I've said it to Onyeka, probably more than once, right? Because for me, I don't think friendship should be that difficult. If you guys are not gelling and you're fighting all the time, then it's like, okay, cool, you don't naturally coincide. That's fine. You can still be cool, but people in the house like to feel like, oh yeah, you're my guy, you're my friend, you're my this and that. And then people start building expectations and then start feeling bad and thinking that you're fake or whatever because of the title you've given them. So I'm like, yeah, you guys can still be cool. I just don't think it's a friendship that you guys should be that close. Not because of anything wrong with Onyeka, because I was really close with Onyeka, and I don't even mind them being friends. I saw people were saying, oh yeah, like, now that we've left the house, they're super close, whatever, whatever. Yeah, of course.
I was going to go to that. Did you find it surprising that after you left the house, these same people that you said the energy wasn't gelling actually now seem to be very good, chummy
No,
friends?
I find that extremely natural because when less people are going to be there, like you're going to have to find somebody to connect with. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, they've had an on and off friendship. So it wasn't like they were beefing each other, but they were not understanding each other. And obviously, see it from this perspective. Me and Handy and I have left the house at the same time. Everybody's gonna go to Wanni for to console her. She's almost gonna be like the damsel in distress because you've lost your people. Almost gonna be like I'm gonna start beefing you. And don't get me wrong, Onyeka is a lovely girl. I don't think she has anything necessarily negative in her mind, or I don't even think she doesn't like Wanni. It's just sometimes energies just don't connect. Do you know what I mean? So in terms of what was the other question you asked about Onyeka initially? About showing me love.
Yeah, so I mean, you said you don't show me love, and that you don't show me love created a lot of controversy in terms of what exactly do you mean by you don't show me
You
love?
should
Okay, let me just answer the question quickly.
Yeah, what does it mean by you don't show me love? And then
Sean,
the last part of
your
it,
your answers shortly because we have a lot
shorten
of
it, yeah.
No
requests
wala,
tonight.
no wala.
Yeah.
So, with the showing me love stuff, Onyeka's always asking like, Wanni and Handy make food for me, they take care of me, all that type of stuff. Onyeka always wants to be brought in. I'm like, nah. When it comes to you, you can think about Osi, you can think about Ozzy, the other people. You never ask Sean, Sean, do you want to be involved? But you want to be involved in what I've got going on. No, then Onyeka asked me specifically, Sean, do I feel love from her? That's where this whole showing me love thing came up. She asked me, Sean, do I feel loved by her? I said no. And she was shocked. And I said, why would I? I said, you explain to me what love should I be feeling? She couldn't explain. She not said that, oh yeah, obviously she knows that she can't show the love that she would like, not in a romantic way, just in a friendship way because of Juanita. And I said, it doesn't matter because I'd rather you show it here when she's present and she can get used to it than on the outside where it's going to come across like however it's going to come across. So that's just all it was.
Okay, all right. Thank you
All
very
good.
much. I mean, I am happy with what you've said. Fine, no feelings. The only thing that got
Okay.
me very
After
upset
you can speak.
was the last one where you said she says sub stories because of the camera. I thought that was very
Yeah,
offensive.
can I
But
tackle
then
that as well? Because
it's all good.
I want to tackle that.
It's all good.
Ah, Sean, it's like you want to stay
Oh
here.
no, no, no! Yeah,
You're
I'll give
ready
you
to
a little
stay.
bit of time because there's actually a lot of questions.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
With the sub stories, this is just generally my opinion. On the last day before I was gonna leave, right? Don't bear in mind, I'm not gonna name anybody's name, but there are people who came to me and said, "Yo, like when the cameras are there, and when we hear the cameras turn, we'll automatically go into a sub story." I did not have the opportunity to tell Onyeka this because I left that day, right? But I would have told her if I stayed the next week. Because it just felt to me like, raw, like I needed to see a balance. I know her life has been tough. She's a strong girl and she's been through a lot. That one is 100% facts. But for me, because me too, I have some stories as well, and everybody's different. I just obviously chose not to necessarily say, because that's just what I want to do. I did not mind her saying, but I also wanted to see a different side. It came across to me like it was just more, oh, the cameras would turn at some point, not at the beginning, but at some point it came across to me like it was too calculated.